All right, y'all, we are back with another video. And before we start, please put prayers for Donald Trump in the comment section. We must protect President Trump at all times. And it brings me to this video where Kamala Harris and Joe Biden just got booed into a oblivion. So here's the thing now. If y'all notice something, every time Kamala Harris get booed at her rally, it seems like she might have a few supporters that be trying to drown out the booing, trying to chant Kamala, but you can definitely hear them like booing the crap out of Kamala, and she just gets upset and loses it. They'll let you know right there that a lot of her voters are starting to see all she's doing is lying just to remain in power. She keep talking about she's going to bring down inflation. She's going to try to fight the big corporate companies. She ain't going to do anything. The woman been in office for 3.5 years and she haven't did anything. Like right now, she's still in office. She's still the vice president and she can do something about inflation, trying to close the border. She can do all of that right now and she is still refusing to do so. And she want everybody to believe that if she's in power, if she become president, then she's going to try to bring inflation down. Then she's going to close the border. It is all lies just to get your vote. And I'm going to call this crap out. And I'm not holding back at all. I'm not holding back. I'm not holding back. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into this video by Liberal High Mind. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. That way you can stay up to date with everything that's going on so y'all can see exactly what happened. Let's go.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Okay, so you might be asking yourself, well, what's up with this basement strategy? What kind of strategy is that? You're just gonna hide in the basement, only surfacing every now and then to do very controlled, highly edited TV interviews, and really what can only be described as pep rallies? You know, everybody's asking the question, why do they insist on hiding in the midst of campaign season? Well, conventional knowledge would tell you they don't exactly have too much of a track record to run on. Even MSNBC can admit that.
What you see Republicans doing at the RNC and various campaigns is, here's what gas costs, here's what milk costs, here's what an apartment cost on January 20th, 2021, and here's what it costs now. And those numbers are really bad for the Harris campaign.
They obviously don't have much in terms of merit to run on, and so they want to hide and they want to let the media, which is totally in their pocket, do their bidding for them.
Yep.
Of course, that's the obvious. We already know that. But it's actually even worse than that. One of the major reasons why Kamala Harris can't really get on the campaign trail is mainly because every time she does, whether it's her and Joe, they get freaking booed into oblivion and it becomes pretty bad press. Kamala Harris has done 2 separate events in the last couple of days, and during both of these events, she was protested on stage. You know, the story continues. Democrats can't go anywhere. I guess that's why they stay in the basement. Let's have a conversation about it. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so it seems like no matter where Kamala goes, she's getting relentlessly heckled. Let's first start off with this clip right over here. I mean, you can sense the frustration in her face. Here's Kamala Harris getting heckled for essentially 2 minutes straight.
Donald Trump intends to take our nation backward. Just look at his Project 2025 agenda. Project 2025. Please do check out Project 2025. Because I'm telling you, it is a plan. It is a plan to weaken America's middle class. Project 2025, if he is elected. I'm here because we believe in democracy. Everyone's voice matters, but I am speaking now. So Project 2025, look, if he is elected, Donald Trump intends to give tax breaks to billionaires and big corporations. He intends to cut Social Security and Medicare. He intends to surrender our fight against the climate crisis, and he intends to end the Affordable Care Act. You know what? If you want Donald Trump to win, then say that, otherwise I'm speaking.
They tried drowning the protesters out with a Kamala chant, but ended up giving up pretty fast, and Kamala tried to salvage the situation by doing exactly what she usually does, the typical sassy, bot-like response, "Excuse me, I'm speaking."
You know what? If you want Donald Trump to win, then say that, otherwise I'm speaking.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking. I'm speaking.
But I am speaking now. I am speaking now. I'm speaking right now. Right now, I'm speaking.
Yeah, that's kind of become Kamala Harris's slogan
Wow.
as of late. Donald Trump's got "Make America Great Again," and Kamala Harris has "Listen, America, I'm speaking, okay? Shut up so I can lecture you about your white privilege and why it's important to respect people's pronouns." Oh, so enticing. These people suck so bad their own side doesn't even want them.
Exactly.
You know, we talk a lot about Democrat unity, and certainly it's a real thing. I mean, it really is a real thing. Democrats unite like no other, but they do so, frankly, in cult-like fashion. Democrats don't actually like the politicians that represent them. They're just gonna vote blue no matter who. They're just cultists. It's like leftists unite every election season. Then, of course, the moment election season is over, they go into their own camps and continue hating each other. And that's why Democrats these days are struggling to campaign. The reality is, they've formed partnerships with far-left extremists. They've done it for political purposes, you know, the ends kind of justifying the means kind of thing. And so now it's created this weird situation where Democrats can't even exist in their own backyards. They're either getting punked by Trump supporters.
Hey, Trump, you know Dominicans actually hate your guts, right? Because you're a scumbag, you know that, right? You ruined New York. You're a loser. You're a loser, buddy. You're a loser.
Look at him, just getting hammered. Y'all see that? She said the same thing. If you want Donald Trump to win, just say that. But I'm speaking. Okay, if that's the case, then if they out there saying Donald Trump, you said if it's okay for them to say Donald Trump, they can just say Donald Trump. They'll let you know right there. Her own voters are turning on her. She has no policies. All she's doing is watching Donald Trump's press conference. She's watching Donald Trump's rallies. She's trying to mimic everything Donald Trump do and say and try to implement it in her rallies. That's exactly what she's trying to do. That's why when you go to her website, she don't have any policies there. All she got is buttons for you to donate your money. Donate your money to what? To what policy? Because the only thing she's doing is copying Donald Trump. Now she want to do no tax on tips. And Donald Trump been saying this for the last month, maybe month and a half, probably a little longer than that. And now she wants to do it. All she's doing, she ain't nothing but a copycat, copying every single thing Donald Trump do. And you starting to see her voters are picking up on that crap. And now you had a few voters of hers that still like her that was trying to drown out the people that was heckling her. And then she just lost her mind up there. She says the same thing over and over and over again. I'm talking. But you're talking about nothing. You know nothing but repeating yourself. You leave one state, go to another state, and you say the same thing you just said from the previous state. Word for word, nothing new. I can't see how anybody can take this woman serious when she had 3.5 years to do everything she says she's going to do. And then all of a sudden, now she's going to change. All of a sudden, now she's flip-flopping. Then you got Tim Walz, a man that signed a bill to put tampons in boys' bathrooms, a man that let his city burn down, let Rogers burn the city down. And then Kamala went right behind him and let out the same people who caused it. I mean, you got to be kidding me. How can you want these two in power over Trump and J.D. Vance? And Trump and J.D. Vance been taking a lot of questions, a lot of hard questions, while Kamala Harris hasn't taken an interview yet. The interview she just had, she did with her and Tim Walz. That don't count because y'all ain't going to challenge each other. She needs to sit in front of somebody who's going to challenge her on what she say, and she's running from media, she's running from interviews, and she only want to talk in rallies where she can say anything she want, and ain't nobody challenging her to what she's saying. People starting to see. People are waking up. They see the truth. They see she ain't worth it.
Oh, ABC. Oh, hey. You gonna condemn Hamas and the terrorist attacks here or what? You know the 3 branches of government yet? You are such a loser. You are so stupid. You are the worst. You suck. You are the absolute worst.
Or they're getting protested by their own rabid leftoid base. I mean, I really mean it. They can't go anywhere. Throughout the last 4 years, we've chronicled this phenomenon. Joe Biden got booed and heckled in California, of all places. Nancy Pelosi constantly gets heckled in her own city. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez can't host a freaking town hall in her own district. Every single time it devolves into total chaos.
Okay, sir, so I mean, here's what I'm saying. His entire career has made it so that Social Security is in danger. So here's the reason why his state has all the credit card companies, because money loves him.
Get your hands off me. Where are you on the migrant issue? You're absent, American.
And now Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are stuck on the campaign.
And you're starting to see, man, people are fed up with AOC, Kamala Harris. That's the reason why they be trying to avoid these interviews. That's why they be trying to avoid these press conferences, because people are going to call them out on their lies, whether it's somebody in the audience or whether it's the person that's in charge, that's a host that's going to be asking you questions. That's the reason why she's avoiding all of this. She knows she's going to be challenged. She can't keep running because you ain't finna win like that. And all that just sitting back and just trying to cheat with these headlines and stuff like that, that's not going to work.
Campaign trail, frankly, struggling to campaign. They're getting booed everywhere.
Yep.
This happened just yesterday. Again, getting protested by their own supporters. And it's obvious why now, isn't it? I mean, it's constant backstabbing in this weird leftist coalition. Kamala Harris essentially branded herself a far-left politician, a progressive, for the purposes of attaining all the political glory, the titles, the offices, the connections. And now she's faced with possibly the biggest promotion of her entire career. She's done a complete 180. And so obviously that's why leftoids are protesting her, because essentially she's a total fraud. And that, of course, also loops back to the initial point of the video. That's why they're hiding, because they're frauds and they're scared. They claim to not be scared, but they're too scared to freaking campaign because they don't want to get protested. They're too scared to do interviews, to sit down and do a press conference.
Would it kill you guys to have a press conference? Why hasn't she had a press conference?
Listen, the Vice President and Governor Walz have been busy crisscrossing this country since
that is not no excuse about them being busy. That's not an excuse. Oh, they've been busy. No, that is not no excuse. Donald Trump been doing press conferences. He's been doing rallies. He did a 2.5 hour interview with Elon Musk. That right there is no excuse. Look what J.D. Vance been doing. J.D. Vance been going to all these networks that don't even like them. CNN, ABC, MSNBC. They've been going to all of these networks. That is no excuse to why she ain't been doing interviews. There he go lying for her. Oh, they've been busy. Everybody's always busy. When you're running for president, you got to do these interviews to let the people know where you stand. She's running and saying that she's talking to voters behind the scenes. We know what you're doing behind the scenes, Kamala, because you're trying to pay people like Ricky Smiley. You've been trying to pay people like Steve Harvey, pay all these celebrities money just so they can tell their fans to vote for you. That's exactly what she's doing behind the scene. She just tried to pay Dr. Umar $10,000. Tried to pay this man $10,000 for an interview and to pretty much try to tell him to tell black people to vote for her and not Trump. That's what she's doing. That's why she's running from these interviews.
Much of this campaign and adding Governor Walz to the ticket, you saw the ways in which they went to across the battleground states last week, generating rallies of thousands, 10,000 here, 15,000 there. But
Michael, you know, a campaign rally is not a press conference.
Exactly.
Do you mind?
You heard what he just said. He said a campaign rally is not a press conference. Exactly. Because when you're at a rally, you ain't being challenged on what you're saying. You just saying a whole lot of stuff and you want people to believe what you're saying. That's not the same thing as doing an interview because you ain't being challenged on what you're saying. I'm glad he said that. I'm glad he just said that. Let's take that back. He said that's not the same thing.
Which they went to across the battleground states last week, generating rallies of thousands, 10,000 here, 15,000 there. But
Michael, you know, a campaign rally is not a press conference. Do you mind if I cut in? I mean, you know, a campaign rally is not a press conference. Why hasn't she had a press conference? She's the vice president. She can handle the questions. Why not do it?
Answer it.
We absolutely are going to do it. You hear her take questions as she's out on the stump, and she said last week, we're going to be having a sit-down interview here before the end of the month. What she's going to be focused on and what this campaign is going to be focused on is communicating directly with the voters that are actually going to decide the pathway to 270 electoral votes. That's why she
Can you commit to a press conference this week?
This past week. That's why we're doing a bus tour in Pennsylvania as we head into Chicago. And it's why we'll sit down for an interview before the end of the month to make sure that we can have a deep dive conversation about the vision that Kamala Harris has for where she wants to take this country and the contrast that we're going to have with Donald Trump. We're going to have plenty of opportunities to do that throughout the rest of
but one interview by the end of the month.
This month and throughout the rest of the campaign.
I don't want to, you know, belabor this, but one interview before the end of the month. I mean, that's not a lot. I mean, can you commit to a press conference before the end of the month?
We will commit to directly engage with the voters that are actually going to decide this election. And that is going to be complete with rallies, with sit-down interviews, with press conferences, with all the digital assets that we have at our disposal.
Because they're too scared to answer questions. They're too scared to have their track records put under the microscope to face basic...
See, the thing is, she know that Donald Trump has a lot of dirt on her. Leaving the border open. You've been under Joe Biden for the longest. You knew this man was incompetent. You knew Joe Biden was no good this entire time, and what she was doing was just waiting on her chance that the Democrat push him on out and put her on, and then when she been behind the man 3.5 years and ain't did nothing. Left the border open. She say even letting illegals come in, they ain't criminals. They can just come in, and you giving them money for being here. See, her track record is garbage. It's garbage, and she know that Donald Trump is gonna win. She know that. Just wait. Just wait till they face off. Once that record come up, Donald Trump gonna destroy her.
Light mainstream media level scrutiny. And they're obviously too scared to debate. That's why they're refusing to do the debates. It's now official. The Harris-Walz campaign has said no to any additional debates pitched by Donald Trump. They claim the debate game ends now. Yeah, apparently presenting their ideas and battling out their ideas in the political arena is just a game now. You know, it's yet again another slap in the face. And of course, it's proof positive that they're complete cowards. They're running frickin' scared. You know, it was 2 weeks there where Democrats were on the offensive. They felt aggressive. Well, just like that, how things change in such a short period of time. Already the script's been flipped, and it seems as though they're totally on the defensive at this point. Tim Walz has been a total disaster, and of course that's pretty much par for the course. Kamala Harris herself knows how to perform that duty quite well. Full-on collapse might lie right over the horizon. Like I always say, let's see where we're going. I'll keep you guys updated. But for now, that's the video. That's what I got for you.
Salute to Liberal High Mind. Another great video. Make sure y'all please go subscribe to his channel. Great content. Keep us up to date with everything that's going on. Salute to Liberal High Mind. But there you go right there, man. I'm telling you, people are waking up. Their own side are trashing them. Their own side are turning on them. She only had a few people there that was trying to drown out the ones that turned their back on her, because they starting to see through the lies. She ain't doing any press conference, no interviews. Oh, we're going to do something at the end of the month. It's like, come on, man. Because she knows she does not want to be challenged. That's what that is. So like I said, y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.